incredible now with the new tyres. The grip levels are absolutely nuts. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video and welcome back to the Nürburgring. Of course, you would have seen on the channel recently, I made the hike over from the UK in my track spec Mark 7 Golf R. Probably the worst journey I've ever had. It was a day like today actually, absolutely boiling, the air conditioning broke and it was a bit of a nightmare. So check that video out if you haven't seen it already. Although today is time for some laps. Finally, the car is here at the Nürburgring, also with some fresh modifications, which I'll run you through in a moment if you missed that, but I'm just so excited to have this car here. It was built for a purpose, and to be honest, that purpose was for a place like here. It's great to be back, and I cannot wait to share this video with some first Nürburgring laps in my track spec Mark 7R. So yes, just before the trip, the car did undergo some pretty substantial changes. First of all, some further aerodynamics to match with the rear wing. We've got some wider 30mm rear arches combined with a side skirt kit, and also the controversial bit, a chassis mounted front splitter. Now I did mention when I revealed all of this that I'm thinking of cutting it down. I'm definitely going to paint it black, but I think that combined with the other modification that was done, the new wheels and tires, I think it looks insane. Now the wheels are a TCR setup, so it's an 18 by 10, so 10J on an 18-inch wheel. They are a 2-forged ZF1 wheel. They're finished in gunmetal grey, and it's a square setup of 265, 35, 18 all around. I'm running Trofeo R's at the moment. First time I've ever used these tyres, and first impressions, I have done a lap or two already just to get a feel for it. But yes, going back round to the back, we of course have the custom MGC wing. This is fully adjustable, but we're in the mid-tier mode at the moment. I think we're going to leave it that way for the Nürburgring. There's some fairly long straights, fast bits, but there's also some tight and twisty bits, as we all know. Moving inside though, we of course have the full Pinnacle Motorsport interior build with the T45 welding cage, the custom Tillit V6 screamers, and of course that was done a little while ago, sometime last year. But it actually does lead me on quite nicely indeed to the sponsor of today's video, OBD11, and we have it all plugged in and ready just down here on my OBD port. OBD11 is the ultimate portable diagnostic tool, which of course I have plugged into my Mark 7 Golf R currently. This is something which is so portable, it's literally half the size of a debit or credit card. You can take it anywhere with you, even in a car, which is as impractical as this. You see on screen now, first thing we're going to do straight off the bat is do a scan. It's going to basically scan through all the control modules within this car, find any faults, then we can read them, see what they are, and then scan them out of the way, remove them, see if they come back in the future. Scan all done, and we have found 40 faults. Now if we actually click on these, we can then see basically where the faults lie. There is 13 with adaptive cruise control. I know that because it doesn't work. And also 15 with airbags, because of course bucket seats, stripped interior, those are the things you would expect. And what we can do, we can go back to the home screen, swipe up, that'll clear the codes. Of course with this car, I'm aware of most of the codes, but it's just for demonstrational purposes for you today. Now the other nifty tool which you can do with the OBD11 is coding. Everyone loves coding, and this is a car which you can do quite a lot too. You see here, there is just a ton of different things which you can alter and change. For example, if you want your puddle lights to come on in reverse gear, you can do that. If you want your interior lights to fade in and out, or actually something which I've just noticed, headlight washer activation delay. I don't like this, so I'm going to turn it off. Now what we do, we click on that, we can see we can adjust the duration to 0 seconds, which is what I want to do. 0 seconds on there, activate, that'll do that, lovely. So as you see, really quick and easy thing to use, app seamless, as is the device. You can plug it in and get started within seconds, and it's just something which I love to take with me, especially if I'm on a trip like this, where if I get a full code, I can read it, and I can also do some nice nifty coding as well. And if you do want to learn more, there is a link down in the description. You can also get 10% off using the code HP, so go check it out. And a big thank you to OBD11 for sponsoring today's video. In here then, we can see we've got the whole setup. We've got all the GoPros all set up and ready. We also have my trusty Performance Box Touch all ready to go. We've got this in lap timing mode. To be honest, it's very busy here at the Nürburgring at the moment, so I doubt we're going to be getting any records. However, you can see we're actually closer to the GP track at the moment, and what we can do, seeing as there is multiple iterations of the Nürburgring, we can go into lap timing settings and we can actually choose the track between the 24-hour, the bridge to gantry, GP, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go bridge to gantry because that is what we're doing. all set up and sorted. But of course you can see multiple different modes on this. We can have acceleration mode, where I use it most frequently actually at Santapod with my A45S. But of course today we are in lap timing mode. We can also do live speed as well, which is handy. So we'll get that set up, get the car running and go do some laps. Okay, here we are then, just driving out the paddocks. It is very, very busy today, very warm as well. And if you watch my video driving this thing here, you'll know that aircon situation is not very good and therefore very uncomfortable. Anyway, round we go. I would like to do 2 today, but it is extremely busy, so we'll just have to see how we get on. Through the cones, and off we go. Now with the new tyres, obviously a lot wider. With it. Literally, it's just like point and shoot. It's remarkable. About 120. Oh my days. Careful of the 30. Braking points here. Stamp on the brakes, no fade whatsoever, just how we like it. Down into the foxhole. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Ease off a little bit. Brakes, I think. Thank you, Mr. BMW. The grip levels are absolutely nuts. You can literally just crank the lock on and it will just go round. Hit miss. Into the slowest section of the lap. Thank you, Golf. This thing is an absolute machine. This one. 2, we're just going to peel off, do a little bit of an extended cool down just to make sure the brakes and everything are all nice and cool. We'll get back to the pits. I'm going to adjust the tyre pressures after 1 lap now, and then we'll be back out. Okay, straight out onto lap 2. Hopefully we get a slightly clearer run this time. then, the first Golf R Nürburgring laps are complete. Unfortunately, in that second lap, I did experience some audio difficulties. We love some good old technical difficulties, so unfortunately, things didn't come out too great. But that was probably my 8th and 9th lap, I think, of the ring, so I'm still learning. I'm still quite new to it, and of course, first time driving it with this. As I said, it's very, very busy as well. You can probably see a load of different cars driving past behind me, but as I mentioned, it is just so good to have this car here, one of the main places where it was built, and it will be coming back a lot in the future, of course. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There's still lots to come from this trip, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But from me today, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure to subscribe for all the adventures still to come.